Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. In last episode I'd mentioned at the very beginning that we are now running on a new patch. This might mean that we're out of coal. We're now running on a new patch and why is that another? Oh, that's another filter on Sirius 1. Oh, it's not the fuel, it's the strange matter that we're low on, and I'm a bit afraid for this one. Total power generation. Okay, our Dyson Sphere is growing. I will get back to that to the thing that I was just saying. I just want to quickly check. So we need about 11k. This should all have the almost the same number of sales, slight variation. That's 11k that we're gonna need. We have how many in total? We have just 9k over here. We're attaching 400 of them. Some of them are already attached, so I don't need to stop. Well, this I will ideally keep going and going, but I know that for now our nodes are not being built as fast as they could be. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the new content that was brought by this upgrade. So first of all, well, this is a bit besides the point. I think our farm base has reached a new level, namely level 18. I need to check to see how that's going, but nothing is blowing up, so that's good. We now have a new research. It is the actual currently end-game assembler. And well, this has a whopping speed of 3x compared to 1.5x, and that will make our builds a lot shorter, which is the reason why I didn't fully extend. They are quite expensive to make. And yeah, the reason why I didn't fully extend the other build on the other planet, especially for the plane filter, when I was saying that we'll be able to deal with the space that we have left. This is what I was referring to. Darkfog brings a few surprise researches that you only get to unlock once you actually have access to all the materials that you need. This was not the one that I was trying to make, but it did pop as a new research there, so I wanted to point it out. Now, there are a few defensive structures over here that I didn't get a chance to play around with. We have the jamming tower, which apparently we can build EM capsules. We now have a reason to build the, what are they called? Plasma exciters? Maybe at a bit of a larger scale. But this apparently will slow down the movement speed and the rate of fire of enemies. Might be interesting on very high level planets. This is a better type of capsule, I believe. Jamming time 0.8 seconds, slow down 80%. That's a huge slowdown. And 60 units, 60 shots per capsule. This is just, sorry, that's 80 shots per capsule. This is 60, slowdown of 50%. This is actually also throwable. They've introduced a new concept where I can throw things at them. I haven't really played around with these upgrades, so not sure how those will look like. There's nothing else new here, but if we switch over here, there is one line of technology that was removed and another line that was just added. And I will actually queue these ones up all the way and just go with a few extras. Maybe it's time to unlock the research speed. There's not many other things that I can look at researching until we unlock the white space matrix. This will go very fast also. But a few of the buildings, of the new buildings that were unlocked is the pile sorter, which I think will have a fairly similar functionality behavior as the automatic piler. Again, I didn't really get a chance to test any of these, but the way I understand it is this is no longer upgradable now. This will be able to load stacks of 6, so get 6 items at a time. I guess it's what they're trying to say. This is the only one that's upgradable now. Now, I'm not sure if this is intended behavior. I will try to start a new game to see if this will actually be at 6 by default, because this still seems a bit overpowered. But the main difference here is that this can also unload stacks of X items. So there might be a few things that we can play around with there. We have another upgrade, which is now 3 loading and 2 unloading. And yeah, I don't know. This being at 6 still seems a bit overpowered to me. So that's one of the new buildings that was introduced in the latest update. The other one is the SR plasma turret. It's a ground or planet defense turret which has very little HP, 300. That is nothing compared, or half compared to, like, even the laser turrets, which are fragile, have more HP than that. This have 600, this is 500, so it's one of the lower ones. Range is quite decent. So if we look here, we have 40 meters, this has 12 to 58, this has 60 meters, this also has 8 to 55, so not the highest range. Missile turrets are still longer range, but I would say it's decent. Low fire rate, they're using a new type of, they're actually using energy capsules, not a new type of ammo, but the same ammo that the plasma turrets are using. They just really melt through enemies. They have high amount of damage as far as I understand. And they consume a load of energy. Now, the other building that I've just shown the research for is, well, it's not unlocked yet because I need to finish the research actually. It should appear, I believe, here somewhere. And it's the jammer. Now, there were a few other small bugs and fixes, but those were the noticeable ones, I would say. Let's see. I am almost entirely sure that we are now out of coal on that base. This is pretty much gone. This is fully stacked, no more hydrogen to get rid of. That's good. I want to make sure that the hydrogen over there is constantly being removed. And let's take a look over here. So this one is still mining coal. This is almost entirely depleted. This is the only one that's running. So this is the only coal patch that is still running, which is obviously a huge problem. But what I want to do now is... let's see, can I get this one over here? Yeah, let's go with an ILS over here. Make sure that I very quickly clear everything that's in it. So, first of all, I want to resupply on ships, on the other ships as well, if I can find them, that is. Since I'm here, I'm gonna restock on ILSs. Is this an ILS? That's an orbital collector. This is an ILS. That's good. Small ships, all of them, please. I will get all the corvettes too. I still have quite a bit of these, but okay, they automatically went in there, which is really awesome. And I will change my fleet layout. Cool. So that is the first thing I wanted to do. Next bit is I won't be putting warpers in this one because I want to make it as efficient as possible. And what I want to get in here is the Dyson's. I want to get items. I want to get the most used items so that I can request them wherever I'm gonna need them. One of these will obviously not be enough. But first of all, it's the Dyson Sphere related items. And I will want to upgrade this to the tier 4, to the Mark 4 assembly machines. So I won't be fetching that one in. I think that I will spend some time maybe in between episodes to set all of these up, but I'm thinking what are the most critical things that I will need. And these ones seem pretty critical to me. So belt can go up to 3000. Everything else can be in very low quantities. Local supply, this is gonna be local supply, remote supply for now, because I will be doing belt injection. And let's see, it's gonna be one here, one here, one here. Let's squish it over to this side, one here and one here. So this will be limited to just one stack. I will copy paste the one stack setting and then set the filters. Those ones. And what else? I had these things and I had these things. Now, if I set these ones right now, this is a requester and it automatically gets the filters. These guys should start very quickly loading everything. I forgot to set requester flag on almost all of them. If not, no, not on all of them. Why don't I have these ones? Because I do not have the frame materials, because I have dismantled. Did I? Yes, I did. I did dismantle the build over here, and I'm no longer providing frame materials, which is a problem. Well, not a huge one, because I still have this PLS here, which can easily import frame materials. Gonna be local demand, and then I'll just get this one over here. Frame materials and something to act as a provider. Okay, that should take care of that issue. Is this the coal provider? Okay, do I have coal somewhere stacked? How much coal do I have left? I have a ton of coal left. That's just 900, that's 900. Now, this is a pretty... Well, this was a pretty good supply of coal. No longer the case. Let's tap these two supplies. Do I still have plain? I said for a very long time that I'm gonna change the way I sort out my inventory, but I was lazy enough not to do it for a very long time, and I'm kind of hating it right now. Anyway. So unfortunately, this is just a plain PLS. Oh, that would have been so awesome to be able to get that in just one plain filter? No, advanced mining machine. There was another coal supply around here. This one. One machine for this. Not that, unless I can do it like this, which I kind of doubt I can. So it is two machines as well. Well, I guess as long as everything gets collected, I don't have an issue. That's 1000, that's 1000. I will just put a couple of pilers down. Really? This bab should not be here. It's probably just a leftover from the previous build. This is 700. Okay, we are low on power here. That's a bit upsetting. I will just increase power generation, I guess. So this number will actually grow, so I don't need the pilers here. Where's my... There used to be a piler shortcut over here. Was that now moved? Really? They moved it under logic. I'm assuming that the reason for the move was because... Okay, I cannot put them too close because these lines are not on the grid lines. I will, however, hate the fact that the pilers are now in a different place. Let's do this. Let's do remote supply. And yeah, we should be good to go again for this one, I hope. Diamonds would be impacted by not having coal as well, so I'm gonna assume that we're gonna start seeing way more icons once those things get unblocked. And I did say that I need to increase my power throughput. So this whole mess over here can be removed. I'll just split this lane over here and reuse the space. This should be substantially more power delivered over here. Generate 600 megawatts of power, that's great. Let's have a quick look to see how our Dyson Sphere is doing. The number of sails in orbit is quite high. But we now actually, I think, yeah, we have a few of these things fully built. The number of rockets is going to hopefully be somewhat sustained. So we can build more things. We can actually see that the solar cells around here are actually starting to be placed down. I really hate the fact that I cannot pause the rotation of the sphere. Or maybe not pause the rotation of the sphere, but have the camera move consistently with the sphere, because when in this mode, I don't really care for the camera to be stationary. I care for the camera. I want to look at the Dyson Sphere. I want to be able to analyze the Dyson Sphere, hover things, not have everything centered on the star. Anyway, small rant. We have 20,000 planned solar cells. We have constructed 1,000. We're generating 2 gigawatts of power. That is quite a bit of power, I would say. Let's start moving again, and this is just for the part that's built out of this one small thing. I do like how the orbits look. We can see here that our planet is having some issues launching over here. But, well, part of the reason why we have the 20... The other reason why we have the 20 orbits is that whenever we're not able to launch, it's more... it's not going to be that huge of a downtime, and most of our solar cells of our ray ejectors will be able to launch almost all the time. Serious? This is not Serious One. This is this is Serious One. They changed where my icons are placed, and it's not great. I'm getting damaged. I should be looking at wasting some power, and oh, there's still over here messing up with my power production. Really? Man, those guys were annoying. I think that was it. Sure, my rockets can have fun with the last base structure. Okay, this is a bit better now. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the home planet. Come on, engage warp. I want to get back to make sure that power problem is now gone over here. And make sure that this is actually filling up the belt. Yes, the belt is filled. That means that this is producing enough. And our power generation is once again sufficient. I have these available. Our research is now somewhat going. I can queue up a few more things. I need to make sure that I did get all of the new upgrades. Okay, this one is not something I can do right now. I don't have EM weapons yet, and I haven't researched that one. That's endgame tech as well. This one can be queued. This one is actually, I want to get this one first. So the pulse sorter is now at full capacity. Well, pulse sorter can load and unload simultaneously. Maximizing the transport capacity, so delivery speed is 120 items per second. That is quite impressive, I would have to say. I will play around with it to see where this can be used, what it can actually optimize. But yeah, that is quite an impressive delivery speed. And let's have a quick look to see. So research wise, everything is going. Purple is a bit backed up, which is a good thing. Now the one thing that is not working is this, because we are out of deuterium again. Just making sure this has some supplies, but not a lot. And that means, well, there's two options currently. I can look at expanding this. This is now again working at full speed. 72,000 units, which is perfect. So this is definitely expandable. Probably at least double the size. I would expect this belt to be like even more than double the size. I might need to put some stackers in between, some pilers, whatever we're meant to be calling them, because this belt is getting pretty crowded in some places. But do I have fractioners on me? Those are oil refineries. I do not see. Okay, I will use a very. I do have fractioners on me. That's great. Let's use all 20 of them.
Cruise mode. Cruise end. Flight mode.
So this will be a small setback in productivity. Let's see, I want to copy. I want to set foundation first. Should have done this before dismantling my... Do I have foundation? Yeah, that's a tough question. I do not remember if I ever started importing foundation on this planet. I know that I'm probably have 10k foundation over on the other planet. I will assume that this one does not have... I do not have foundation here. Let's go with that. The other thing I had planned for this episode was to do a quick inspection of our base in on Sirius 2. Make sure that things are working as expected. Did I get in the range of the swarm? I probably got in the range of the swarm.
Deactivated.
Now, things here should be a bit of a hot mess.
Flight mode.
I am expecting them to be a bit of... No. Did I disable... I haven't disabled these ones. So they're all going in here, I guess. So we have the new item, which is the matter recombinator. We have some cashmere crystals, we have some particle containers, very low numbers of them, but I still do not have these boxes and I do not have them on the bus. I need to take care of that. Anyway, very important here is the fact that we now have access to grating crystals. Oh, I did disable everything here and we're not at level 18 yet. But these two basically unlocked my research for the matter recombinator, which I will want to do probably in the next episode. We do have that on the boss. I do need to come back here and, well, first of all, I want to enable all of the loot. Because this is quite great loot, like cashmere crystals, yes please. This one is quite expensive too. This is a rare resource. I might actually be able to use it to mine things. We now have some more statistics here on the drop rates, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think deuterium, definitely. I want to have this. This is still holding, which is the other thing I wanted to check here. Still have 17 of those. That's great. So I will need to come here and expand this. I will then get all of these items and onto the home planet and start getting them on the bus, start doing some research. But it does seem like this is working as intended, which is nice. There is or destroyed. Where is that?
Flight mode. Cruise mode. Cruise end.
Oh, somebody accidentally dropped in the coverage area of one of my signal towers. I did not think that that would be possible.
Cruise end.
Anyway, the reason why I came here was to get my hands on some... That's quite disappointing. I guess most of the foundation went in a different place in the other system. So anyway, this I think should be enough to cover what I need to do for the fractionator. I want to take a quick look at combat though and see how we're doing over 10 hours. So I wanted to make sure that the number of things that we're killing has not increased. So we are constantly destroying this plasma sentry. We don't have high energy laser towers in our range anymore. We are destroying a ranger camp, which is a bit problematic. Nothing gets destroyed on our end. And well, planetary bases, this was... Wait, what? Oh, I think that this is the base that we kept kept shooting at. We are at 50% threat. Let's get a bit more of that.
Cruise mode.
And head back to home base. Last thing I want to do for this episode is to increase my hydrogen production. Really? I'm out of warpers. Do I have some in my inventory? I sometimes keep a few for backup. But I guess I left them in the other shirt. Now, we did get a new tutorial on the ray receivers. Contains some quite useful information, I would say. Let me grab some of these first. Now let's get back to our fractioning base.
Cruise mode. Cruise end.
Now I should be able to expand my fractionator. I'm trying to... Oh, that was basically it. So I'll keep just 27. That's not a lot. I should really... Oh, that was the wrong one to delete. I should really look at upscaling and actually having a dedicated build for foundation. I thought that the farm would provide more. Okay, that is actually requiring foundation somewhere over here, I guess. I will what's happening? Oh. Oh, there's a bit of water here. That's what's happening. I will expand this as much as the system allows me to. The space allows me to. And let's get everything started. I do need to connect the outputs too. I will make sure that this loop is started, is completed before I do the output loop. I guess this one is meant to over there, yeah. And that's the full loop again. I've just upscaled my power by quite a lot, so I am expecting to be able to sustain it. So, yep. Yep, everything is working at full capacity. Power hasn't increased by that much. We're still good. Okay, we need to start adding these things that were now moved under a different place. I really hate that. I will add them in more than one place. I'm wondering if I can somehow use the new items to do this, because I would imagine that they should be way more compact, but the fact that this has belts as outputs, it kind of makes me doubt I'll be able to use them. This should realistically unclog the whole system. I hope. Let's make sure that this actually is enough. Okay, one last one that needs to be emptied, and that's full flow. And well, it is backing up a bit, but it's sustainable. This will put a strain on hydrogen, but this should be way more deuterium production. Probably not even close to how much this can drain. But yeah, all of these fully working, looking really great. Now, I did think a bit about what I said earlier in the game, and we do have at least two systems that are, I would say, are somewhat under our control. So do we have a mining operation or anything here? I don't think we do. That one has no gas giant either, so it's kind of irrelevant, but we do have a gas giant here that we're currently getting things in and out of. We do have a hive here, which I do not want. So I will go to this system and remove the hive. But we have this one and we have this one where we do have gas giants, and I do want to fully exploit them. It is, by the way, in the end, free deuterium, free hydrogen, so let's use it. I will cover those gas giants in between episodes and probably remain in Theta Crucis system. So we can next episode enjoy the destroying the dark fog part. We do see some new items here as missing. I am seeing almost all of these fully working, and this is actually backing up. I did not think we have enough deuterium to sustain this, but it actually looks like we might be deuterium positive. Well, we can easily check that over in the production lane. I have deuterium over here. So, not even close. This is the big spike that we saw with what we've just built. And I guess we can make this even bigger. But yeah, consumption is 1700, production is 700. We still need a lot more. Hopefully with the... Actually, this is local planet only. Entire star cluster. Entire star cluster we are a bit better. So Sirius looks like this. Theta, we're producing 200. We need to increase that. This one, we're not producing anything and we can definitely produce something. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing in between episodes. And I will, when going to our Dyson Sphere system, I will fix these 30 missing items because they're just extremely annoying to always see that icon there. It's enough to have all the other icons. And yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing in between episodes and the plan for the next episode. And that being said, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and I will see you here next time.